Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in on a Friday night to hear about essential oils. I apologize that I'm starting a little bit late. I had a little bit of technical difficulty. Of course, right? Everything works perfect until you're getting ready to go live, and then you have some issues connecting. So hopefully everything connects okay tonight. Hopefully we get good signal. Say a prayer for that if you are tuning in, that we stay connected and that everything goes great tonight. So really excited to hang out with you guys for a little bit tonight and just talk about essential oils. This is one of my favorite things to share about, to teach about. It's become a real passion of mine. If you don't know me, my name is Hannah Shanks. I am from the Kansas City, Missouri area and am a Young Living educator and silver rank leader. So I spend most of my days taking care of my 9-month-old daughter, and also sharing about Young Living, supporting a team of leaders and Young Living members under me. So that is one of the joys of my life, to be able to serve and educate and encourage people on their journey of wellness. So tonight we're going to keep it pretty short and simple. I'm going to try to keep things as concise as possible because, for one, it's Friday night, and I know that we all have lives and we all have stuff we want to do. And I know that sometimes we don't even have time to attend a live in-person class that's local to us because time is of the essence these days, right? We're all so busy and so rushed, have so many things that we're committed to. So tonight we are going to go through the basic information that you need to know in order to get started using essential oils. And I need to say from the beginning that I am not a doctor. I am not a healthcare professional. So nothing I say tonight should be taken as medical advice. The products that I will talk about tonight are not intended to treat, cure, prescribe, or anything like that with any kind of diseases, and I cannot diagnose you. So please refrain from asking questions about specific products for symptoms or diseases because I can't answer them. I can point you in the direction of resources, but I would suggest that you look elsewhere without asking tonight on the video stream about specific diseases because I can't answer them. So okay, so let's go ahead and jump in and get started talking about what is an essential oil. That's where we need to start, right? So an essential oil is the volatile and aromatic liquid that comes from plants. So that's it. And usually the way that it's extracted is from steam distillation. So we take the plant material, we put it in a very high-tech type of pressure cooker. It's a lot more intense than that, I guess I should say, or complicated than that, but basically you heat up the plant material with water, and then you extract the oil from it that way. So essential oils have millions of tiny molecules inside of them, and each molecule, each different type of structure, has therapeutic benefits to the human body and to the bodies of animals. The essential oil that lives inside of the plant when it's still living and growing, that acts as like the lifeblood of the plant. It has very similar functions to our human blood, and inside the plant it helps protect the plant from invaders and from intrusion. It helps to cleanse the plant when it needs that. It helps the plant to respond and heal to injury and stress and all kinds of things that come and beat against the plant and try to destroy it. The essential oil travels throughout the plant and performs its healing functions to help the plant flourish and have its best health. And it does the same things for us. So the essential oil is intelligently designed to perform a certain way in the plant in which it was created. And then it was also given for us, for our benefit. And I think that's a really cool testament to the power of God and how He created all things to work together. And created plants for our benefit. He created them for food, obviously, because we eat plants, or we should, and He created them for our benefit therapeutically as well. So people have known this for thousands of years. Essential oils are not new. They are not a fad. They're not trendy. They maybe have become more popular in the last few years where you didn't used to think about them or hear about them, except for certain people have always known about them. But Essential oils have been highly regarded for thousands of years. Ancient civilizations used essential oils for all kinds of therapeutic purposes because they knew. And so we in America and in this century are kind of late to the game because we are kind of just now discovering, or rediscovering, I should say, the benefits and the potential of essential oils to assist our bodies in so many different ways. So, saying that, what does an essential oil do? Essential oils offer us a way to solve the problem of so many toxic and synthetic chemicals that are in our world today. There are toxic chemicals in our household care and cleaning products. There are chemicals in all of our soaps and shampoos and all of our body care products and all of our makeup and all of the things that we're using on a very regular basis. The average woman puts over 500 different chemicals on her body every single day if you consider all the makeup and lotions and creams and ointments and things that she has used throughout the day. And that quickly adds up. We have toxic overload in our country, and we are paying the price in our health and in our wellness. We are seeing our kids and we are seeing ourselves have not enough energy, always sick and tired, not have the same immune levels of immunity that we used to, or we just feel susceptible to everything, and we always are feeling under the weather, like we're not performing at our best, like we're not living to our fullest potential. And that's because of the toxins that are in our world. We are just inundated with them. And so essential oils, and Young Living as a company and all of their essential oil infused products, which we'll talk about in a minute, they offer us a solution to that problem of so many toxins that we don't know where to start on how to get rid of them, but we know that we want to, we know that we need to for our sake and for our family's sake. And so they offer us a way to ditch those things from our lives and use things instead that are good for us, that are pure, that are from nature, and that were designed for our benefit. So an essential oil, when it enters our body and our bloodstream, we'll talk about ways of application in a few minutes, but they get to work quickly in our bodies. They have tiny molecules, like I mentioned, so they get to work quickly in our bloodstream and our bodies, and they assist our bodies and support our bodies in optimal function and optimal wellness. So essential oils can truly help you reach your highest potential of health and wellness, and that's what I am passionate about, is helping people, helping families ditch the toxins in their lives that they know they need to get rid of, start making baby steps of healthy choices, start incorporating essential oils that they know are good for them into their everyday lifestyle in small but impactful ways. And that's what an essential oil does. They can change your life because they offer you that solution. They work quickly, they support us in the ways that we need to be supported, they help our bodies do what they were supposed to do, and they help them do it better. And who doesn't want that, right? Who doesn't want something that's going to help us live the life that we're supposed to live in the health and the wellness that we're supposed to have, and do it in the best way possible? I want that for my family, and I want that for you, and so that's why I'm sharing this tonight. So, okay, moving on. Not all oils are created equally. You probably have seen essential oils at your local health food store or even at your local grocery store. They're popping up everywhere now. So I wouldn't be surprised if you find them in a gas station someday, because essential oils are popular and all kinds of people know about it now because there's all kinds of stuff on the internet, on Pinterest, and you hear it from people like me and from some of my friends who are in Young Living about how great they are. And so everybody is trying to produce essential oils these days. Most oils that are produced are just made for fragrance, basically. So the people who are producing the oil are either using completely synthetic substances to recreate a scent or a fragrance, or they are taking plant material, but they're not caring really how it is obtained. They are just basically distilling it or harvesting it some way, using solvents, using chemicals, to basically just get something that smells good. Because if it smells good, then they think people are going to want to use it, because essential oils have that characteristic pleasant scent. And so most oils are just fragrance grade, where they are just the scent, but they have no therapeutic benefit whatsoever. Other oils might be marked as pure or 100% pure, or even say something like therapeutic grade on the bottle, or something like that. And there's lots of online retailers these days. There's lots of other stores and other companies that sell oils that make those claims that they are pure and that they're therapeutic. The problem is that distillation is a very delicate process. And distillation is not all there is to an essential oil. Really, the important part about essential oils being pure and having all of the compounds that we need them to have, all of those little molecules that I talked about at the beginning of this class, those are important to the oil. We need those molecules to be intact, and we need them to be in proper percentages for them to have the impact that we want on our body. It really starts with the ground and the seed in the ground. And if you're not taking care of the plant the right way, if you're subjecting the plant to chemicals and toxic things on its way to being harvested, then that's going to leach into the plant. And so if you don't know where the plant came from, and you don't know where the oil came from, then you're going to have an adulterated oil that is not pure, that is not really all that good for you, that's not safe to use on you and your children. And what's the point? What is the point of that? If we're using oils so that we can ditch toxins, but then the oil is actually toxic to us because it wasn't taken care of properly and distilled properly and tested properly to have the benefits we need, then that really defeats the purpose. And so Young Living's founder, Gary Young, he discovered the therapeutic benefits of essential oils years and years ago. I want to say probably 30 years ago at this point. He has a very cool testimony about the power of essential oils in his own life. And when he discovered the therapeutic benefits, and he realized that the industry in today's day and age was fragrance grade oils that had no benefit whatsoever to the body and sometimes were even harmful, it became his mission to bring pure and therapeutic grade essential oils like he had used himself and seen such great results to every house in the world. And he didn't want to do it cheaply. He didn't want to do it just for the sake of making money. He was driven by a purpose, and he wanted to bring oils that had power and had therapeutic benefit to as many people as possible so that they could experience the awesome stuff that he had experienced himself. And so about 22 years ago, Young Living as a company was founded, and Gary started distilling lavender, and he started acquiring farmland. And so today, Young Living has what is called the Seed to Seal Guarantee. The Seed to Seal Guarantee is 22 years of history of research, development, farming, testing, distillation, and perfecting all of those things to where they have the highest, actually a higher standard than any other company, any other lab, or certifying board in the world. And so what we call it is the Seed to Seal standard. It's the equivalent of farm to table, where you know where it came from, you know where it was grown, you know who was taking care of it, you know how it was being taken care of, and you know that it was being preserved for its quality, and that's the exact same thing in the Seed to Seal standard. So Seed to Seal is now a 5-step process where Young Living has, as I said, started acquiring farmland 22 years ago. They have now 11 farms all over the world because it's important to grow certain plants in an environment in which they will flourish. Plants that are grown in different parts of the world, even if it's the same plant, will have different constituents because of the climate and the nutrient density in the soil and things like that. So the first tenet of Seed to Seal is seed, because that means that we are in control of the seeds and the way that the seeds are planted and taken care of and the way that they are obtained. And we plant the seeds on our own farms. So we have 11 farms all over the world that we have a higher standard of farming than pretty much anywhere else. We don't use any chemicals whatsoever on the farmland. We make sure that we're planting our seeds on rested soil. We're making sure that we're using seeds that were from the most flourishing and healthy and vibrant plants from the previous year's harvest. So that we are continuing a cycle of really healthy, really beautiful, and thriving plants that give us really, really good essential oil. So seeds in the ground. And then the next is harvest or cultivate. I'm sorry, the second step is cultivate. And cultivation speaks to the fact that we don't use any chemicals on the fields that we have. And if we don't own the farm, we don't own obviously enough farmland in the whole world to be able to distill all the oils. We have hundreds of singles and blends that we make. So there's a lot of oils. And so we can't own all the farmland, but if we don't own the farm, then we partner directly with a farm or the farmers to make sure that they are adhering to our standards of farming. So that means no chemicals, no pesticides, no herbicides, no nothing. We use farm implementation, and we weed by hand, and we harvest by hand sometimes, depending on what is going to preserve the character and the quality of the plant the best. And so cultivation, that's my favorite part of the Seed to Seal process, because it speaks to such a high standard that we're not even willing to use an organic standard of controlling pests, controlling weeds, and all of that. They go above and beyond because they don't want to cheapen their standard and subject the plants that they are growing for essential oils to any kind of synthetic or toxic substance that could leach into the plant. And then so the third step is distill, and that speaks to the fact that we distill on site on all of our farms. So at every Young Living farm all over the world, there is also a distillery. And when we harvest the plants to distill, they don't sit on a truck for weeks and weeks and have a chance to die and dry out so that there's not any volatile liquid left in them or oil left in them. We distill as soon as we possibly can. There's certain windows for different plants of when they have the most amounts of essential oils, and when based off of when they were harvested. And so our distillers know that, and so they're making sure that they're distilling at the proper time. And they are making sure that they're distilling for the proper amount of time, and that they are distilling at the right temperature and the right pressure. There's so many different components of distillation that have to be balanced and very, very precise in order to protect and maintain those compounds that we need to have in an oil. Because if an oil is distilled too hot or for too long or for not long enough or at the wrong pressure, if any of those things are off in a way, the oil is not going to be therapeutic grade. It's going to be destroyed or diminished in some way. So after we distill all of our own oils and have that really, really careful process that we've spent 22 years really perfecting the science and the art of distillation, the distillers on Young Living farms speak about their jobs with emotion because they absolutely love what they do. They love that they can put their heart into something that they're doing, that they're providing to Young Living's members. So if you ever get a chance to go to one of the farms and talk to one of the distillers, they're some of the sweetest people in the world, and I love talking to them about their job because they just love doing it so much and how careful they are about it. Okay, so the fourth step is test. That means that Young Living tests every single batch of essential oil, whether it came from one of their farms, one of their partner farms. They always test and make sure that the oil comes back without any adulteration whatsoever, and make sure that it has exactly the right percentages of those important compounds that we need there to be for them to be used in our bodies. So they do all kinds of lab analyses, and they are very, very specific. And if any batch of essential oil comes back with any kind of problem where it doesn't meet their standard, they reject it and they don't bottle it. And that means that they lose money sometimes, because sometimes they will get a batch of essential oil from a partner farm or even from their farm, perhaps, that it doesn't meet the standards for some reason, but whether it was growing conditions or something like that in the year, and they will not use it because they need their oils. They stand by their promise that their oils are therapeutic grade, and if they're not going to have a therapeutic benefit to their members, then they're not going to sell it just to make a profit. So Young Living tests every single batch of oil, and then Seal speaks to the fact that Young Living stands behind their entire process. Like farm to table, like I mentioned earlier, it's literally from the ground, the seeds in the ground at Young Living's farms, to the oil bottle that you get on your doorstep when you order your oils from Young Living, that they have overseen every step of the way, that they've taken care of and babied your oil so that what you're getting is a bottle of beautiful and pure 100% essential oil that has really been tested and proven to be therapeutic grade, and they stand behind their products. So that is the Seed to Seal standard, and that's what sets Young Living apart, and that is what my family has chosen to trust for our essential oils, because the reason that we choose Young Living is that we know that Young Living does it right, and we know that Young Living takes care and has the strictest quality control standards of any company in the world. And they have 22 years of experience and research and history of producing the best essential oils in the world. And I don't really have time to go research and figure out if there's other places that have good products. I want to use a company that I know is excellent, and I know stands behind their products, and I know does it the right way. And so that's what the solution that Young Living offers me. They offer me essential oils that are great for me and for my family, and they offer an entire collection of household products, vitamins and supplements, fitness products, personal care products, beauty products, all of those things that I can use knowing that Young Living stands behind the quality of their products, that they're only using the very best ingredients for me and my family. And I love that I can trust that about them. And I've seen them have so much integrity over the last few years about that I've been involved with Young Living about the quality of their products and not being willing to compromise on that. So, all of that to say, Young Living's essential oils, when I talk about the ways to use them, specifically the internal usage about essential oils, and we're getting ready to cover application methods, but all of my about using essential oils and the things that they do only apply to Young Living because of their Seed to Seal standard and because of their purity. So please don't take my advice and go apply it to an oil from the drugstore, because results are not typical when it comes to a different company's oils. I know Young Living's oils, I know the results that I can expect from them, and the quality that I have come to know, and so that's what I'm speaking about tonight specifically. Okay, so there's 3 ways to use essential oils, and this is where I feel like a lot of people get kind of caught up in confusion sometimes when they start using oils, because they like the idea of it, but then they get all of their little bottles and they don't know what to do, and they forget that really using essential oils is very, very simple. And there's 3 ways, just 3 ways that we use oils. Other people might use them differently, or you might feel like, oh, well, I don't know, they made a spray or they made a sugar scrub, or, things like that. We're not talking about DIY things. We're actually talking about application of essential oils to your body. So there's 3 main ways to do that. The first is an aromatic application. So that is simply smelling the essential oil. And an essential oil, that distinctive smell that it has, when you open the bottle or you put it in a diffuser or you breathe in the scent of that oil, you're actually breathing in the tiny molecules that oil has, because those molecules are released into the air and they're traveling up into your nose, into your olfactory nerves, traveling throughout your body. And a really cool thing about aromatic application of oils, of smelling them, is that about an inch behind your olfactory nerve up in your brain is your limbic system. And your limbic system is the emotional center of your brain, where you process feelings and emotions and memories, and it's also a place that regulates lots of hormone and thyroid functions, and which are, affect all kinds of things in your body. Your hormones are tied to everything. And so the limbic system is a very, very important part of your brain. And essential oils, those tiny molecules, are able to pass through the blood-brain barrier and stimulate the limbic system in your brain, which is so amazing because there's not very many things that can do that. The sense of smell is so deeply attached to thoughts and feelings. And essential oils can create very different, a variety of different feelings and have impacts on your emotions. So when we say that, we're not being all like hocus pocus here. It's science, it's chemistry, that the molecules that go into your brain, up through your nose and travel into your brain, then it stimulates that limbic system and affects it in certain ways, so that it helps you to reduce stress and to feel relaxed and to feel less anxious and to get over anxious or tense thoughts, or to be able to process memories and emotions and feel like you're more grounded and able to handle things that are thrown at you. Those are very real benefits of essential oils, and you get that through the aromatic application. So you can use, you can just smell your bottle directly, or smell your oil directly from the bottle. You can put a couple drops in the palm of your hand and then rub your hands together and cup your hands over your mouth and nose and take deep breaths from that. I love doing that. That's one of my favorite methods of application these days. And then another way that you can do it is by using a home diffuser. I have a diffuser going right over my shoulder here. That disperses a micro vapor of essential oil and water into the air in your room. So it creates an environment in your home. And essential oils make your house smell awesome. They make it smell like a spa sometimes. They make your house smell really clean. And they can help with focus and concentration. They can help reduce stress. They can help promote a good night's sleep. They can help you feel really awake and alert and energized and motivated. So they have, again, all of those emotional impacts. From smelling them. You can have those from your diffuser as well. So that is aromatic. And then the second way that we can use essential oils is to put them on our skin, topical application. And this is probably the most common application of essential oils. That's probably my most common way to use essential oils. And you want to make sure that when you're putting an essential oil on your skin, that you are using a carrier oil. Now, an essential oil is not fatty, so if you put a drop directly on your skin, it's going to absorb super quickly. It's not going to stay on the top of your skin like it would if you put coconut oil or olive oil or something on it. And so in order to one, help the essential oil slow down the absorption so that you're getting its benefits for longer. And two, help your essential oil cover a larger area. And three, protect your skin and your body from developing a sensitivity to the really pure, potent molecules in an essential oil, because sometimes they can be kind of strong and kind of hot, depending on the compounds in them. And so you'll want to use a carrier oil. A carrier oil is a nut or a seed oil, like coconut, olive oil, almond oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil. You can choose what you want your carrier oil to be, as long as or vegetable oil or something that's really not that good for you. Choose like a nut or a seed oil if possible. And you'll want to apply your carrier oil on your skin and then put your essential oils on along with it. So you can put all of your carrier oil and your essential oil into your palm and then rub it on, say, your elbow or your shoulder or something. Or you can put your carrier oil directly on the spot, say on your belly, and then top it with essential oils. It's your pick, and it doesn't have to be exact. You can, just make sure that you're using a carrier oil, and the back of your bottles will give an indication on how hot or how much carrier oil you should be using. So some bottles will say 1 drop of essential oil to 1 drop of carrier oil. So that's about a 50-50 dilution. It doesn't have to be exact, like I said. You're not going to minimize the effects of the essential oil if you use more than it calls for, but you'll want to make sure that you are using some so that your skin stays happy with essential oils basically for a long period of time, for years and years to come, because you're going to want to be using them regularly on your skin. So carrier oils are important. Topical application, you can put essential oils on areas that have thin skin to kind of get the whole body benefit. So some of my favorite places to put them are behind my ears and down my throat, on the back of my neck, and especially where your head meets your neck, kind of where at your brainstem area, to help to stimulate your brain and clear thinking. That's where I put oils to help me with that. You can put them on the top of your head. You can put them on your forehead. You can put them on your temples. You can put them on your wrists. Sometimes you can put them on the inside of your elbow right here, kind of where that vein is. And then also on the back of the knees. It has thin skin and it has a major vein, so that helps get essential oils into your bloodstream quickly. So you can either apply an oil directly on an affected area that you need some support or some soothing, or you can apply them just to those thin skin areas to kind of get the emotional benefits or just the overall energizing, overall soothing, overall relaxing benefit from it. Okay, the third way to use essential oils, and this specifically applies only to Young Living, like I said. I want to reiterate that over and over again because I don't want anybody going and ingesting an oil from the drugstore. But there are ways to use Young Living's essential oils internally. And the cool thing is that Young Living has developed a collection of essential oils that you can know that they're safe to take as dietary supplements, to take them internally, because they're labeled the Vitality Collection. And I'm going to grab one right here from the kit that we're going to go through in a minute. The Vitality Collection has a white label on it. And it's the exact same oil in the bottle as it would be if it has a regular colored label. So it's not a different product, but it is labeled differently so that you know that this oil is safe to take internally, and is labeled as such to take as a dietary supplement. So that takes the guesswork out of it, because they didn't used to have the specific dietary oils, and it was always kind of a question of, is this oil safe to take internally? And you'd have to look it up in your book and things like that. So they took the guesswork out of it, and I love that about this collection called Vitality. They're all called Vitality oils. It's lemon Vitality, peppermint Vitality, things like that. And you know that this oil is safe to take internally because it's part of the Vitality Collection. And so we can talk about certain oils, using them topically and aromatically, but then specifically we can talk about these Vitality oils, taking them internally. So again, there's no difference in the product in the bottle. This lemon is the same as the lemon that would be in a yellow bottle that you might have or see. But the difference is in the labeling, because the Vitality label lets us know that we can take lemon oil, lemon Vitality oil internally, and as a dietary supplement. So ways to use essential oils internally. You want to be very careful. You want to go slow and not take too much at a time. Again, they're very potent substances, so there doesn't need to be, you don't need to be taking an entire bottle, or taking it by the teaspoon, or even taking it by like tons and tons of drops at a time. You can just start with 1 or 2 drops. One way that I like to do, especially the citrus oils like lemon Vitality, orange Vitality, tangerine Vitality, those types of things, is to add it to a beverage. So add it to your water, or add it to some tea, or add it to your Ningxia Red, which is, we'll talk about it at the end, but Young Living's awesome superfood antioxidant supplement that is amazing nutritionally for you. Adding some citrus vitality oils to the Ningxia Red is awesome and it tastes delicious. So you can get, you can take those oils in beverages if you want. Another way, and this is usually how I do it, is to take them in empty vegetable capsules. So you can get empty capsules either from Young Living or from a health food store, and you just pop the top of the capsule off, drop your drops of oil inside the capsule, and top it with carrier oil of some sort that's edible, coconut oil, and put the cap back on, and then take the capsule by mouth, and make sure that you drink lots of water when you're doing that. But you can reap lots of internal benefits by taking certain oils, certain vitality oils internally. And then I think that's the only way to use the oils internally, capsules and in beverages. Some people just drop them directly into their mouth. I have never really done that, but you could if you were really needing the support quickly. And then you can also like swipe it inside your cheek or drop it under your tongue and do it that way. There's some benefits to doing that as well, and that's just another way to get them internally. So some safety things real quick. Make sure when you're applying oils topically that you are never, ever, ever putting essential oils in your eyes or in your ears. Those are very sensitive tissue areas, and they are not meant to come in contact with essential oils. So please be very careful if you're applying, especially oils are on your temples or on your forehead or on your sinuses or anything like that, that you're not putting them in your eyes and getting them in your eyes. If you ever do put them or accidentally get it in your eye, make sure that you use carrier oil, not water, to help get it out, because water is going to actually disperse the oil more and cause the burning sensation to be worse. But if you take a dab, seriously, this sounds weird and it sounds very counterintuitive, but I promise you it works. You take a dab of coconut oil or something and swipe it in your eye to get the essential oil out. It will wick away the essential oil, kind of capture those molecules and take them away, and it will bring a lot of relief. So always use more carrier oil, not water, when you have that happen. But hopefully you don't, because hopefully you just always avoid your eyes and never, ever, ever put them in your ears. So those are my safety things. Obviously start with just a few drops. You don't need to overwhelm your system. My catchphrase with essential oils is early and often. So you use just a couple of drops as prevention, as wellness promoting things, and you do it frequently and not 50 drops at a time. You're going to overwhelm your body. You're going to end up wasting your oils because your body's not going to be able to process that many oils at one time. So just use 1 or 2 drops of something or a few different things, and then maybe 30 minutes or an hour later, use them again. Essential oils metabolize very, very quickly. When you put one on your skin, it is in your bloodstream within 26 seconds. It's within your entire body within 30 minutes. So, and when you inhale an essential oil, I believe it's within 3 minutes that it affects like every system or like every cell in your body when you're inhaling it. That's a really powerful way. So yeah, so those are some safety tips. Never your eyes or your ears, and start slow. Don't overwhelm yourself with tons of drops of oil. Just use them frequently, but fewer drops, and you're going to end up not wasting as many of your oils that way as too. So, okay. Let's talk about the essential oils that come in the starter kit. So, the best way and the best value to get started with Young Living and using essential oils is to get a premium starter kit. I'm going to show you the box here really quickly because I have it sitting next to me as we talk through each of the oils. So it comes in this really beautiful box, and then inside are 11 essential oils and 2 packets of Ningxia Red. And then that kit also comes with a home diffuser, similar to the one behind me. It's actually not that model anymore, but it's a very similar type of diffuser that disperses the microvapor into the air. So, the premium starter kit, it's only $160, and it comes with all those 11 oils that we're going to talk about, plus the home diffuser, plus a membership to Young Living. That's no strings attached. It's literally just a Costco membership kind of thing where you get a membership to Young Living and be from that, you get a 24% discount off of retail prices on all of their products. So it definitely pays to be a member of Young Living, and especially if you hop on their Essential Rewards program, you can have a monthly lifestyle box of your favorite oils and wellness products delivered right to your door without having to go to the store. And you can get things like cleaners and vitamins and oils that you love and Ningxia Red and all that stuff delivered to you, and you save an extra 10% on top of your discount, and you get it back in points on your account that are able to be spent like cash. And then after you do that for 3 months, you start getting 20% back off of your order. So in addition to your 24% discount as a member, you would get 20% back in points off of every monthly order that you make. And then you get to treat yourself to a little shopping spree of all your wish list products that you've always wanted from Young Living, things that you wanted to try. We love having our Essential Rewards finish our stock of Young Living products, and then we love going on shopping sprees a couple times a year where we get to cash in all of our points for stuff and really stock up on stuff that we want and need. So that is the perk of being a member once you get your premium starter kit. So we're going to talk through each of the oils that come in the kit. There's 11 of them. So one thing I've noticed is that we do these classes, and we are also excited about all the millions of ways that we've used every single oil in the kit because we've been doing it for a few years, and it's just part of our lifestyle. But that's really, really overwhelming for you guys who are new. And I totally understand the feeling because I felt overwhelmed when I got my first kit in the mail, and I didn't remember what to do with half of the stuff that was in there, and I didn't touch half the bottles for several months. And so what we're going to do tonight is, for time's sake and for the sake of not overwhelming you, I'm going to give 3 things to do, or 3 ways that that oil will help you, and 3 things that you can do. There's obviously way more things, and you will learn as you start to use these products and use your oils and get to know Young Living products and how they work for you, which ones are your favorite. You'll learn which ones affect you certain ways. You'll learn more about their benefits. But tonight we're just going to go with 3 for each of the oils that come in the kit, so you can kind of get to know them a little bit. So the first is, the kit comes with 5 single vitality oils, or I'm sorry, 5 single oils and then 6 blends. And you get 5 vitality oils and then 6 regular oils. So we're going to go through the vitality oils first because they're on the top. They're on the top row of the kit. So the first is Lemon Vitality Essential Oil. And Lemon Vitality, so lemon essential oil is actually cold pressed from the rind of lemons. It's not steam distilled because that creates a really bitter product that doesn't really have very much therapeutic value. So the therapeutic benefits of lemons are in the rind, and so they cold press the oil from the rind and press and press and press. And I really want to see it happen someday, but they cold press that from the rind, and that's what your lemon essential oil is. So it's not steam distilled. Lemon Vitality is a really gentle cleanser and detoxer. So it supports your body's natural cleansing function. Your body wants to detox. It wants to get rid of toxic things. And lemon, and really all the citrus oils, but lemon in specific, help your body to gently and efficiently detox from the things that it's not supposed to have in it. Lemon Vitality supports a healthy immune system and immune function. And Lemon Vitality supports the gut and a healthy digestive system. So that's awesome about lemon. There are tons and tons of things to use lemon oil for. If you do a quick search on the internet for any of the oils that we talk about tonight, you're going to find hundreds of uses, but that's lemon real quickly. Okay, the next oil that we're going to talk about is, if I can get it out of the box, is Digize Vitality. Now, I'm not going to share 3 different functions or ways to use Digize Vitality because Digize, if it sounds like digestion, it's because that was intentional. Because Digize Vitality helps support healthy digestive function. So any kind of digestive support you need, Digize is your oil. This is an awesome oil. It's not everybody's favorite smell, but I promise you, once you use it, it will become one of your favorite oils because of how well it works. So Digize Vitality. Again, any of the vitality oils, we're talking about internal application, and so you can put them in capsules, or you can add them to food for flavoring, or you can add them to beverages. So you don't have to use them internally like that, but that's what they're labeled for, so that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So Digize Vitality supports digestive function. Copaiba Vitality. I did a Facebook Live video earlier this morning on my personal Facebook page about Copaiba to talk a little bit more about it. But Copaiba Vitality specifically supports the body's response natural response and recovery to injury or irritation. So it's a really awesome oil to have for helping your body recover from all of the stress that we put it under. And heaven knows we all need help recovering from the ways that we stress our bodies out. And so Copaiba is awesome for that. Copaiba is also, it's been widely regarded for hundreds of years, especially in South America, as kind of a native tea, herbal tea type of thing for soothing digestive discomfort. So Copaiba Vitality would have similar properties where it would help support healthy digestion. And then another cool thing about Copaiba Vitality is that it can be very, very calming if you swipe some Copaiba Vitality in your cheek or put a drop under your tongue. Sounds totally weird, I know, but that is a way to take essential oils internally. The cheek has very thin skin that gets into your system quickly, so does also under the tongue. It's called sublingually. I'm taking an essential, pretty common internal application method if you choose to. I don't do it all that often. I do the cheek swipe a lot, and I use Copaiba a lot, and it's very, very calming. So check that out. There's a big like Copaiba club kind of forming from people who've kind of figured that out, of the Copaiba Vitality, how awesome it is for helping you to be really relaxed when you put it on your cheek. So that's a cool little tip about Copaiba. Okay, next is Peppermint Vitality. This is one of my favorite oils because it tastes delicious. And peppermint essential oil from Young Living, you'll notice, does not smell like candy. It smells like the herb peppermint. It smells very herby and earthy, and it just smells like exactly like the plant, like you're just immersed in like a peppermint plant, which is one of my favorite smells anyway, so I absolutely love it. But Peppermint Vitality supports a healthy respiratory system, it supports a healthy digestive system and digestive function, and it may improve mental performance and physical performance. So if you take Peppermint Vitality, sip on it in your water during your workout or before your workout, or you take a capsule of it before you go exercise or something, Peppermint Vitality can really help to wake you up and energize you, and also may improve and increase your performance and alertness. So definitely supports all those things and more. And then the next oil is Thieves Vitality. This is a super, super popular oil from Young Living. Thieves Vitality is amazing. It smells super happy, smells like cinnamon and cloves. It has cinnamon, clove, lemon, rosemary, and eucalyptus oils in them. It's a very, very powerful blend of essential oils that support a healthy immune system. So Thieves Vitality, you can add a drop of Thieves Vitality to some hot tea with honey that's really soothing to a scratchy throat. You can take it in capsules on a regular basis when you are needing to support your immune system and functioning optimally. And you can use Thieves to support great oral health because of the clove and Thieves and some of the other benefits of the other oils in it. It has really great benefits for oral health, teeth and gums and things like that. So Young Living actually sells a really awesome Thieves toothpaste that you can use. It sells they sell a Thieves mouthwash, which is awesome and is totally different than the other like mouthwashes and toothpastes that you've tried before. But I've been using them for a couple of years. Just visited the dentist last week and was complimented mightily on how awesome my teeth were and what great condition they were in. So I was like, hey, cool, I've been using the Thieves products for a couple of years now, and I'm still getting compliments on how healthy my oral health is and my gums and my teeth are and things like that. So I can attest personally to the fact of that. Okay, so those are the 5 vitality oils that come in the premium starter kit. Next, we're going to talk about the topical and aromatic oils. So these oils have a little bit of a different cap. They're going to be colorful labels, and these we can talk about diffusing them, using them aromatically, smelling them, and then also applying them on your skin. So the first one is Panaway, and Panaway is amazing for soothing sore and tired and overworked muscles and body parts. So Panaway is great for if you wake up sore, if you sleep wrong, if you have a rough workout and are sore the next day or afterwards. It's helping your muscles recover. It's in a lot of our massage oils, which are meant to be used after exercise. It's in several of our Cool Azul products, including the Cool Azul pain cream. And so it has wintergreen in it, peppermint in it, clove, and an oil called helichrysum, which is a really, really powerful oil. So Panaway is awesome to rub on sore spots and to really support your body in recovering well. Panaway and Copaiba oil are awesome paired together. They're really, really powerful paired together. Okay, the next oil is RC essential oil, and this is an amazing oil that every person needs to have in their home to support a healthy respiratory system, because RC is a very, very soothing scent when it's diffused or when it's applied to your chest, and helping you just breathe and relax and be very calm, and really just supports and opens your airways. So we love RC at our house, especially in the winter time when things just get scratchy and we feel like we just need a little bit of support. With that, RC is awesome, and it kind of smells like Christmas. It's one of my favorite things to diffuse at Christmas time because it kind of smells like pine and eucalyptus and kind of herbally and stuff, and it's really, really great for you, and also safe for younger kids. If you're not strong for your kids, then RC would be something that would be great to diffuse in the bedrooms of a little one or something. My little one is 9 months old. I have diffused RC a couple of times when she needed it in her bedroom, and just made sure that I only used like one drop in her diffuser, left her door open and things like that, but it was totally fine. So RC is great to have on hand for little kids as well. The next oil is frankincense essential oil, and frankincense you probably recognize from what was given to baby Jesus, and this is the same stuff, frankincense essential oil. It's been highly regarded for thousands of years, used in religious ceremonies, and ancient people and wealthy leaders in ancient times knew that frankincense was amazing at supporting the body in overall wellness. So frankincense is great to just take, put on your body to diffuse it at bedtime. It helps with anxious thoughts. It helps with awesome looking skin, radiant and glowing skin, and clear skin, sagging skin. So any kind of skin support that you need, frankincense is amazing for that. And it's also a really good emotional oil as well, helping you deal with anxious thoughts and tension and negative emotions and processing those things. So that's frankincense. Smells beautiful. I absolutely love the smell of frankincense. It's very grounding, I think, and it's very kind of woodsy a little bit, and it's an awesome, awesome oil. And Young Living is the only company that is allowed to harvest frankincense resin in its natural habitat in Oman. And we actually have a farm in Oman where we work directly with farmers who have generationally taken care of frankincense trees and respect them as sacred, and we respect that process as well. And so we have pure therapeutic grade frankincense, which has amazing benefits to it. Google it and you will find some really cool stuff about frankincense. So next oil is purification oil, and this is our favorite for getting rid of odors in our house. So I have heard so many testimonies of people who come back and use this oil and say, oh my gosh, I love purification because I can be cooking something that's smelly in my kitchen, and then I diffuse purification and I come back in a couple hours and my kitchen smells super fresh and clean, and it doesn't smell like that yucky thing I was cooking anymore. And it's really, really awesome for dispelling odor. So you can diffuse purification. You can make a spray with just purification and water in a spray bottle, just like 5 to 7 drops of purification and like 3 to 4 ounces of water in a spritzer. You can use it in your bathroom to dispel odors in your bathroom. You can use it as a room spray. And actually, we use that same spray to help enjoy the outdoors in the evening time when there's lots of pests around, because purification contains citronella essential oil, along with a couple of other essential oils in the blend that help to repel insects. And so we use that. We spray it on ourselves, on our skin. We use it on the baby, and she has always had no problems with it before we go outdoors, and it has worked wonders. So purification is awesome for those things. And last but not least, it's second to last. This is lavender essential oil, and lavender essential oil probably is the most popular of essential oils. If you've used an oil ever in your life, you've probably heard of lavender or used lavender. Lavender is the Swiss Army knife of oils, because if you ever have a doubt of what to use an oil for or which oil to use for certain things, lavender is what you should use, because it has so many benefits for so many different things. And like I said, I'm only going to give you 3 because I could totally overwhelm you with how many things lavender can help with. So Lavender, you should diffuse it before bedtime to see what kind of help it gives you in having a restful night's sleep, because I think you will be amazed at how awesome it is for helping you to rest easy, to fall asleep easy, to get a good night's sleep. Lots of people love diffusing lavender for their kids for this reason, because it helps their kids relax and it's very, very calming. Also, lavender for any kind of skin support. Similar to frankincense and lavender pair really great together on skin support, but lavender helps with, it helps your body to not excrete excess oil. And so it helps your body kind of regulate its oil production so that bacteria doesn't build up and things like that. So it's really helpful to use on your skin for that reason, and helping it to not have just an excess abundance of oil on it. So lavender for skin support. And then also, this is the last one, Stress Away. And Stress Away does exactly what it says it does. It helps to reduce stress, helps to relieve tension and anxious thoughts, nervous feelings. I know lots of moms love it all the time. So Stress Away is an awesome oil. Again, diffuse it. And also the starter kit comes with an extra cap, a little black cap, and it comes with this roller fitment. And it's actually designed to use with Stress Away because Stress Away typically comes as a roll-on product where it comes in a roller bottle, but this little bottle in your kit comes with the little roller attachment. So you can turn Stress Away into a roll-on, just put it on your wrist or on the back of your neck, wherever you want to apply it. And you can convert it to your own little roller bottle and then save that roll-on for something in the future. So those are the 11 essential oils that come in your starter kit. As you can see, I barely scratched the surface of what these oils can do, and hopefully you're really excited about all of the potential of all the things that you could support and do for your body if you were using these oils in your everyday life. The way that they support digestion, relaxation, help you sleep better, support your systems and functioning better, support your immune system, help your house smell better, provide a calming and soothing environment, helping you breathe easier, soothing sore muscles. Oh my word, y'all, you need these oils in your life because they can be so helpful on just a regular daily basis at helping you live just a more healthy and just a wellness-oriented lifestyle where you're proactively supporting the systems of your body. So speaking of proactively assisting the systems of your body and supporting them, I want to talk about Ningxia Red for a minute because this stuff is awesome, and we don't usually talk about it in our intro classes very much because we run out of time talking about the oils. And we love oils, but one of the things we love the most about being a part of Young Living is Ningxia Red, because this stuff is awesome, and there's nothing like it on the market that you can find anywhere in the world, and it is an antioxidant, chock full of antioxidant and other nutrients. It's like a replenishing and fortifying nutritional supplement, and it is made from the Ningxia wolfberry. And the reason we call it the Ningxia wolfberry is because the wolfberry comes from a specific region in Ningxia, China, that has a really in-depth nutritional profile where the soil is very rich. It has lots of minerals in the soil. And so the wolfberries have this awesome nutritional profile when they're grown in Ningxia, China. So Young Living sources their wolfberries specifically from Ningxia, China, and creates Ningxia Red and other products like Ningxia Nitro and things like that. But Ningxia Red is the nutritional supplement. And if you start taking Ningxia Red, just 1 ounce a day, so this is a 2-ounce packet, you get 2 of these in your starter kit. But so this would last you 2 days if you only did 1 ounce a day. So half the packet one day, half the packet the next. If you start taking Ningxia Red and do it for 30 days, and then take a week off, take a couple weeks off maybe, and take notice of how you feel, because you might not feel like it's doing anything while you're taking it, because you're going to feel awesome, but you might not always realize that you feel awesome, right? We've had that happen before. But when you stop taking Ningxia Red and you see what an impact it has made on your energy, on your overall body function, on your wellness, on your immune system, just on you not being nutritionally depleted anymore, and how it's helping you fill in the gaps nutritionally from all of the depletion in our food. And we don't eat nearly enough antioxidants. We don't eat nearly enough nutritional foods. Our diets are empty and void of nutrients. And Ningxia Red helps us be at a better starting line nutritionally than we were before we had it. So that's what Ningxia Red does, and every single person would benefit from Ningxia Red. There are so many cool testimonies of people who've used Ningxia Red and have different things that happen in their bodies, different things that they notice that this supplement is supporting that they did not expect. And so if you just commit to trying it for a month, just try it for 30 days. Get a 2-pack of the bottles and take 1 ounce a day and try it for 30 days. After you get your starter kit, I highly recommend getting the Ningxia Red and starting on that, because it is worth it. The way that you feel and the way that it supports your body nutritionally is amazing. And the longer that you're part of Young Living, the more you'll hear really, really cool stuff about Ningxia Red and what a difference it makes in people's health and their wellness journey. So Ningxia Red, that is awesome. We need to do a class just about Ningxia Red, because there's so much that I could say about it. But again, I don't want to overwhelm people, but I want them to know how awesome it is, because a lot of people don't use those packets in their kit, and then that makes me sad because they are amazing. And I'm one of those people. I didn't use all the Ningxia Red packets in my kit. I let them sit there for like months and months before I heard anything about it and what it did. Now we take it every single day, and we notice a huge difference in the way that we feel, the way that we function. We can tell when we need it if we've gone a few days without having it. My husband and I, were you craving Ningxia Red? Do you feel like you need Ningxia Red right now? And we'll be like, yeah, totally. I feel like totally sluggish, and like I'm not really all like functioning all that perfectly right now, and I just can tell that I need it. It makes a huge difference. So that is the premium starter kit, and you get all of that stuff plus a diffuser for your house for $160. You also get a membership to Young Living when you go that route, and that gets you the 24% discount plus the access to our Essential Rewards program that gets you 10% for the first 3 months back in points, and then 20% back in points to use like cash after 3 months. If you're on it for 2 years or longer, you bump up to 25%, which is pretty awesome. So that is the way that I would recommend getting started with Young Living, with getting started with using your essential oils, because it gives you such a good collection to get started with. And like we talked about tonight, there's so many different uses for each of the oils that come in the kit that you will have the perfect little wellness arsenal to get started. And along with that, I give you a couple of reference books and tools to help you learn more about the essential oils you have and about essential oils that can help you with your specific wellness needs. And I personally am always happy to have conversations, to meet with people, and to talk one-on-one to develop a wellness plan and to help mentor you in your usage of essential oils so that you feel confident in adding these into your everyday lifestyle and using them to the best of your ability and to their fullest potential. And we are constantly discovering new ways to incorporate essential oils into our life. We have been completely changed. Our lifestyle has completely changed by adding Young Living into our life. We've gotten rid of so much stuff that we needed to get rid of, so much toxic stuff that we needed a replacement for, that we love Young Living's products, and we love the freedom that it offers us to choose something that's good for us and beneficial to our bodies and helping our bodies function, in addition to helping us get rid of toxic things. I feel so fortunate to be able to do Young Living as a means of income. And if that's something that you're interested in, I would love to talk with you about how you can simply share about oils with your friends and family, and how you will see doors open up with people who have real needs that the oils can address and be solutions for, that you can really bless people with and have a way of being blessed in return that way. That's really how it works. We just share, and then we're blessed in return. We give of our resources, of our time, of our information, and sometimes even of our physical products, and then we are blessed in return for sharing that with others. So thank you so much for taking the time to come learn about oils with me tonight, for hanging out on a Friday night. It's been just about an hour, so I'm going to wrap up right now. And if you have any questions, I will still be around tonight, so I'm happy to answer questions on the Facebook event page or on the comments thread that you can ask. If you want to private message me about something specific, I'm happy to talk with you about that. And then if somebody else invited you to this class tonight, and you're joining us from, say, somebody else's invitation, but they've been talking to you about essential oils, go contact them and say, hey, thanks for sending me the video link to come to the class tonight, and let them know if you're interested in getting started with them. They can give you a unique link that puts you on their team of essential oil users so that they can offer you support. If I'm the one who invited you, I'd love to talk with you further about how you can get started on this journey, the resources that I personally offer to my team, to anyone who joins as as a member under me. I promise I will give you lots and lots of support and help you achieve your highest potential of health and wellness using a living product. So I'm going to hop off. Hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Cannot wait to hear how you use the oils and love them and use them in your life. And if you get started after tonight, we're so excited to have you join our tribe of people who love Young Living, who love living healthy. And we will talk to you really soon. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.